Yo, Grand Rising Kings and Queens, wake your asses up. You're listening to HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. I got the homie in the lab with me, Wafeeq. What's good?
What up, what up, what up? How y'all feeling out there this morning? Wake up, get to where you need to go because we're here for you.
Yeah, homeboy had some coffee.
Yeah, I do. I got some right here, man. You got to get hype on these Mondays. I look forward to being out here with you, man. It makes the week start off great.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I just smoke a little bit and just come in and kick it.
Oh, so I'm the opposite. We're polar opposites.
Yeah.
You take downers, I take uppers.
Yeah, you take uppers, I take downers, and my downers be keeping me down. I be in this bad boy just chilling.
Plus, it's this music that you're playing too, man. You know, you got this Me Against the World playing in the background.
Yeah.
We got Thuggish, Ruggish, Bone, Creep.
Yeah.
At the Red Hat Amphitheater this past weekend.
You
both
know,
of them.
I was there, bro. That's why I'm playing it. I had that move, man. I was like, yo, they was fire. Both show. I mean, they put on the show. TLC came out there and smoked them though. Like Bone Thugs, they opened it up, right? Mm-hmm. But it was just chilling. Yeah, they were just grab a mic. They were talking. Man, TLC came out there with the dancers, the band, the whole backgrounds and stuff going on, the light show. Wow. Like they went out there and put on a show, and I was just like, and I appreciated it. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something, Chili looked like she did 1994. Chili still look good. I was like, and I did not know T-Boss had a booty like that.
Yeah, she did.
T-Boss got a donk. Well, I mean, like a donk.
She did.
Like I didn't know that. I was like, okay, T-Boss, I did not respect.
Right.
Sickle cell or not, I see why Mac 10 was was
all
up in that. Yeah, because good Google.
Yes.
She turned to the side. I was like, is that a P?
Is that a P?
Is that a P?
Is that a lowercase b? What is that?
What is this right here? It's got me flabbergasted.
Right.
You know how like you got back and then then it was just like a big old hump. Mm-hmm. And then to go, I was like,
Yep.
Wow, T-Balls, like never meet your heroes in person because you gonna see they got a fat ass.
Yes.
Like that's what's gonna happen.
But you sound like you paid for a ticket because see, I was climbing over the fence, peeping over the paper that they put up to keep it.
Well, if you ain't got $25, just say that. That's all it was $25.
I see. Okay, see, I didn't have it.
You talking to a brother that refuses to go to Ruth Chris. So I'm not spending a whole lot of money on no concert ticket. $25 best show of the year.
Man, I'm mad I missed it because I really was. I was climbing. I leaned on the fence to peep my eyes over, so I got at 2 inches worth of show. That's all I could see was 2 inches above the fence, and I had to squint really hard to see Chili and everybody because I live over there. But I didn't find out it was going down until the show already started.
Oh man, that's sad. I feel sorry for you, yo. But you want to shout out you got some peoples in here. Quana, does she? You know her?
No,
oh,
I don't.
She said good morning. Hey,
tell
Quana.
her I said, what's up, baby girl?
Good morning, Quana. And then Isaac Ken.
Oh, that's my man, Isaac.
Yo, he
Kennedy.
said, yo, what's good?
Man, tell him what up, man. We're dealing with a loss right now, man. We just lost our coworker Sunday morning, man. She died in a car accident.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, my condolences. Rest in peace to the illustrious, the great one, Imani Taylor. We're gonna make sure we keep her in our memory and keep pushing forward. Have a memorial for her at the job, man. She was so full of life. She just turned 21 years old last week. Girl was great, man. She was great. Gone too soon.
Man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to her and the family of, what's her name again?
Imani Taylor.
Yes. Bless the dead. Good gosh. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for everyone's loss. Cause 21, man, that's a light that just got put out. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
He got me tuned in. Oh, he a Kofi co-worker. All right, Kofi got you listening. I hope you enjoying the show, homie. All right, man. So, yesterday, some football was played this weekend, man.
Oh, it was?
There was some football played this weekend, man.
How those Raiders do?
Oh, the Raiders, though? Come on now. My Raiders held it down. Got an overtime dub over the Dolphins. Overtime dub over the Dolphins, man. Like it was like Raiders was getting in them for a minute, and then the Dolphins came back and they made them fight, and then just at the very end we pulled it out. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy I heard that the Panthers took a dub too, right?
Yeah, we've been playing some really strong Division I college teams. So we're off to a fast 3-0 start in the NFL season because they front-loaded us with the best college teams in the country right now. The Houston Texans, the New York Jets. So, we got a real nice college schedule we've been playing. I'm curious to see how we do when we get to some actual NFL teams.
I don't even want to give me some more scrubs. I'm enjoying this 3-0 right now because everybody knows by the end of the season we'll probably be like 8-8. And that basically means that we're going to go for a 3-8 record for the rest of the year to even get to that type. So I want my dubs. I want all my dubs now.
You know who I'm really happy for? I'm more happy for Jacoby Brissett, or Jacoby Brisket as I call him, the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins who went to North Carolina State, who also had a big game. They beat Clemson. But Jacoby Brissett, man, is a black dude. 6 years in the league. He's been on a different team every other year. I'm hoping that he can stick with the Miami Dolphins, man. I'm glad he performed well yesterday.
He did. He played pretty good. I mean, he won't Derek Carr. He won't Derek Carr. But, he did all right. I mean, I got to be biased here.
I see that.
Don't get me wrong. Brissett did do good. He played some ball. He put up some points on the board. He ran that offense like a champ. Thank God he ain't win. That's all I'm saying. That's all it is. I just didn't need him to win. I love to see him play good. Because he could have turned it off a little bit in the fourth quarter, let us just get an easy dub.
Yeah,
let me just enjoy it. I don't like stress. I don't like, he was coming. He kept coming. Like, he was just back. It was like just chipping out. Yeah, so you right, man. I almost said F him, but we on the L. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, the Rams, they went at them Bucks now.
Oh, they did. They
went at them Bucks. Like, that was another game. Stafford and, what was not Peyton? What's the head coach for them name?
Sean
McVay. Yeah, them two together. Yeah. And then Michelle, the running back they got. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are a force. They let the NFL know they were there yesterday.
Right. They got Sean McVay's son playing wide receiver, Cooper Kupp. Yeah, that's not his son, but I think he treats him like it's his son.
Yeah, he's white.
Yeah, he goes out of his way to make sure he has a good game. He does.
Yeah,
he does.
And the thing is, but at the same time, at least he delivers.
He does.
But they be setting him up, because like that one touchdown pass, so they set basically 2 screens for him.
Yeah.
But like I said, he at least he performs.
But I do have some bad news to report besides the death of my homegirl Imani.
He's full of bad news, man.
Yeah, man. Only bad thing this weekend is I had to deal with a lot of mental abuse. A lot of mental abuse and entitlement from women, which I'll get into later in the show. Oh, man, you know how it is. The entitlement that we as men have to take and we're told to just shut up and take from women. A lot of entitlement stories. A lot of entitlement stories.
So you got some entitlement stories today.
Oh my God, yes. I had to check a few, and I had to check a few with some logic, but they just threw the ovaries back at me and tried to entitle me to death, but it didn't work.
Ah, man, that's cool. We definitely gonna get with that, man. We gotta play some of the jams, keep everybody going this morning. But yeah, we definitely gonna have to get into that story, man. Also, we're going to have to get into this 50 Cent T.I. beef. There's that going on right now. Yes.
Really?
Ghostface is going to announce a new album. It's going to be called Supreme Clientele 2.
I knew it.
Yes, Ghostface is coming out with one. R. Kelly was compared to MLK during the closing arguments of his trial. So there's a lot to talk about this morning. Because we definitely going to talk about R. Kelly being compared to MLK. But first, let's go ahead and get some Big in, y'all. Yeah. Yo, as you can tell, that song means that HBCU football is also here. So I have to do a special segment for the HBCUs in the country, especially them Aggies from North Carolina A&T State University for beating down them sorry-ass Central Eagles.
Aggie Pride,
you know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to you, boss lady. What up, Kofi? Appreciate you passing the word around. And Aisha, what's good, homie? But yeah, there was some HBCU football going on. We had Robert Morris beating Howard 22-16. So Howard down there. Norfolk State is holding it down 28 to 16 over St. Francis. Merrimack beat Delaware State 47-10. Jackson State, coached by the one and only primetime Deion Sanders, beat Delta State 24-17. And Jackson State got one bad band. But you know what's better than they band is they drum majors. I don't think there is a set of drum majors in any. And this is the sad part. We talking about drum majors in football season. But if Jackson State don't have the J5 drum major core, they be killing. They be if you ever get a chance, look them up. It's the J5 drum major core. Mm-hmm. Man, they are fire. Anyway, we got Alabama A&M beating Tuskegee 45-35. Prairie View beat Grambling 24-10. Alabama State beat Bethune-Cookman. I can't stand that bitch ass school, Bethune-Cookman. I can't stand them. Anyway, Alabama State beat them 38-24. As you know, Rice beat Texas Southern 48-34. And Sunday, Southern played Mississippi Valley State, but I ain't got that score. You know, they update stuff all late.
Okay.
on the HBCU website.
Where are the South Carolina State Bulldogs, man?
Oh, they don't even mention them.
Oh
I guess they're not newsworthy.
Oh my God!
Let me Google.
Really?
Let me. You gotta specifically Google South Carolina State. Hold on. Let me see. Wait,
really, this is where we fall.
It's gonna take a minute. Go ahead, entertain the folks while I look up.
This is just.
I gotta look up this school.
See, they want to hate on us. This is a maneuver by the people of the SWAC conference, or as I like to call it, the SOWAC conference. I put a lowercase o between the S and the W. The SOWAC conference.
Oh wait, I gotta put football. I can't just put South Carolina State.
South
I gotta look
Carolina
up
State Bulldogs football coached by Buddy Pugh.
I gotta look all that up. Okay, wait. Did y'all play? Oh yeah. Y'all played. Wait. Let's see. That was September 4th, the 11th, the 18th. Oh, y'all didn't play this week.
Okay.
That's what it was. Y'all had a bye week, so that's why.
Right, so that means we won.
Right, so y'all, but I'll tell you this. Last time that y'all played, all right, so I'm just going to go over the scores of y'all season. All right, so week one, you had South Carolina State played Alabama A&M, and they played us, and they scored 41 points. But Alabama A&M scored 42.
Hey.
And then South Carolina State, y'all played Clemson, and y'all put up a really good game. Y'all scored a field goal, and they scored 49 points. Wait. And then on the 18th, South Carolina State played New Mexico State, and y'all scored 35 points, but they scored 43. But y'all played Bethune-Cookman on the 2nd of October at 1:30 p.m. But if it goes anything like this, might be y'all's first win of the season.
We got a 2-hour show, so
it's either gonna be your first win of the season or it's gonna be your fourth loss of the season.
Let's not get lost in the minutia. That's another word for y'all. Let's not get lost in the. See, this is what they want us to do. They want us to be divided. You see,
I think it's dope. Did you know that South Carolina State has the most losses in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference right now?
To be honest with you, that's not really even necessary because we got a 2-hour show that we got a lot of topics.
Oh yeah, that's so much more. I mean, you brought it up. I just wanted to be in depth with your school.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but we won this week. It's a bye week, which counts as we did not lose.
You did not lose this week.
That's right.
So yeah, let's definitely give you a.
Nobody got hurt. You know what? This is so patronizing. This is so lame right now. Forget all of y'all.
Man, this
all
is
of
such
y'all
a
haters.
We're not hella. We're celebrating. What are you talking about?
The facts are hateful. The facts in this particular event are hateful.
Facts don't have emotions. People have emotions. Facts just have facts.
Well, these facts are stupid. These are not factual facts.
These are factual facts. These are concrete. It was on a credible website. Well, it's on NCAA.com.
I'm going to take a page from the Trump administration. I have alternative facts, which I would rather talk about, which is what South Carolina State is doing in the community of Orangeburg. The football players are doing great at car washes. They got to wash a lot of cars in the community. That people have dirty cars and they need clean.
You know the one sad thing about it is, all right, I could understand your football team being trash, but do you have to have a trash marching band too? That's what be getting me.
Let me stop you right there. That's what we're not going to do.
Yes.
Instead of being talk about the marching band.
Why?
You are a disgrace. Talk about the band.
Like that is a disgrace to the state of South Carolina.
See,
every state in the South has at least, if they don't have a good football team, they at least have one fire-ass marching band.
See, what you're not going to do
and
is
South
talk
Carolina
about the
State
South Carolina
has
State
neither.
Band. When
Clemson smoked y'all. Clemson's marching band.
No, shut up.
Clemson's marching. I understand the football team beating y'all ass.
No, we did not.
But how do you get your ass beat by Clemson's marching band?
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
There's no HWCU that can compete with South Carolina State's marching band. And what you're not going to do is talk about the band just because we don't have a hazing event every year.
It's not about a hazing event. All right, so this is what happened. All right, so Clemson's marching band played Michael Jackson Thriller type halftime. So they played PYT, they played Beat It, they played Billie Jean, right?
That was pandering because they played a HBCU. They said, we better play some black music. Who do
South
those
Carolina
Negroes like?
South Carolina State played Wait Until the Night by Jennifer Lopez.
All right,
what in the world? Like they played that on Drumline and it was trash then.
Yeah, so we were trying to bring some diversity, right? We were trying to incorporate our brown brothers and sisters into the fold.
We are the brown brothers and sisters.
You see, because what you understand is, that's the man right there that's got us divided. The man stepped in and told Clemson pander to these Negroes and play some black Michael Jackson music. See what I'm saying? What they want us to do is be divided. That was more like
Puerto Rican Michael Jackson, though.
See, that's right.
So y'all went Puerto Rican to Puerto Rican. They just picked the better Puerto Rican.
See, that's what. Well, okay. See, first of all, what you got to understand is, that
was definitely Puerto Rican Michael. Because you had Black Michael. Black Michael ain't even hit puberty. After that, it became like a light skinned Michael. And then by the time he made Thriller, it was like Puerto Rican Michael. And then by the time he made History, it was like Filipino Michael. Mm-hmm. And then by the time he came out with like that that last album, not the last album, the next it was one with butterflies and stuff on it. That was White Mike.
Yeah, according to the court documents, I don't think he ever hit puberty. I think he just kind of stayed at age 13, that is puberty.
Nah, because 13-year-olds don't write songs like You Rock My World. Or maybe 13-year-olds do write songs like You Rock My World. But they definitely don't write songs like Billie Jean.
No, they don't. But, he didn't write that. Somebody
else.
No,
Michael Jackson wrote Billie Jean.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because there was a crazy woman who said he fathered one of her twins.
Yeah.
Not both, just one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So a child's mind doesn't go to the extent of songwriting that Michael Jackson went to. However, he always claimed to be a kid.
Right. That man, he was kind of messed up mentally because he said that a lot of his brothers...
Oh, well, his brothers what?
Would bring women over to the hotel rooms and he would hide under the bed while they were doing it.
Yeah, I would have to. Anyway, we got some more jams for you. I got some Maxwell, got some Nas, got some... I don't know. I might throw some Master P up in this piece, man. Some Pastor Troy. We're gonna get stupid up here in this next section. But anyway, y'all keep it locked.
Let's go Bulldogs!
Thank you, Mr. White Man.
Thank you.
So, in latest news, Jeffrey Jordan, best known as being the only nigga happy that Kobe died, aka Michael Jordan's son.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember when Kobe played the Charlotte Hornets and Jeffrey Jordan was outside the locker room banging on the door talking about, how does it feel to be me?
What? Jeff Jordan, what are
Michael
you doing?
Jordan. Anyway, Jeffrey Jordan has been arrested on one count of aggravated assault against a healthcare professional.
Oh, man.
KPHO Arizona states that the assault occurred on Friday night. Let me get into the details. So Jeffrey was taken to the hospital after he slipped and hit the back of his head on a table at Casa Amigos restaurant. He was helped out of the restaurant by officers, checked out by paramedics, and transported to a hospital. At the hospital, Jeffrey assaulted the hospital staff. Specific details of the assault were not released. He was then taken from the hospital to Scottsdale City Jail and booked for his charge. He was released an hour later because, of course, he's Michael Jordan's son. And when Michael Jordan's your daddy, you can slap a nurse or two.
Apparently so. Man, Jeff Jordan, what are you doing, bro?
Yo, Jeffrey. It's not even Jeff. He's Jeffrey. This dude, man. I remember he wanted to be his dad so bad. He like literally. I felt bad for the kid because he never had the skills his dad did. He could never be on the same conversation as his dad. Unless it was talking about, oh, who's that? Oh, that's my son. That's about all you could do is compare them two together. And he was a Kobe hater because Kobe was his dad's son.
Yeah, it was. If he's gonna blame anybody, he can blame his
Genetics.
dad. I would blame his dad because his dad picked his wife Juanita to have children with, and Juanita was way shorter than Mike. Because in basketball, man, professional basketball, that's the only game.
He should have smashed Lisa Leslie.
Yeah,
had him a super kid. But
it comes down to height.
In a reported conversation, Jeffrey was like, "Dad, why can't you love me as much as you love Kobe?"
Come on, bro. He did not say that. He said that.
And Michael Jordan said, "Why can't you dunk like Kobe?"
Man, come on. Why can't you play like Kobe?
Yeah, well, not even play. You can't dunk like Kobe.
Well,
I love you.
Too.
Can you imagine if the only way to get your daddy's love is to be able to dunk a basketball?
That's terrible. That's hard.
That's rough. I mean, he ain't asked to be 5'9".
Man, that's messed up, man. Come on, Mike.
And he can't use that as an excuse because Muggsy Bogues was 5'6".
Yeah, he should have got to learn how to play
no
point
excuses
guard.
in the Jordan household. If Michael Jordan did it and his kids could have did it, but they didn't do it, so damn it, they got to deal with the Kobe being Michael Jordan's favorite kid.
That's so messed up. That's terrible, man.
Yes. Oh, so you said that you had some stuff to get off your chest about these hoes. What done happened?
Oh, man.
What done happened?
You know, a lot of stuff. Shout out to Ashley Preston, too. Flight of the Bumblebee. Slap yourself, Ashley, because we... Do me a favor. Slap yourself. Our band is better than that.
No, it's not.
You know what? But, you know, just the entitlement that I'm having to check more and more from women. So I was talking to a woman, and I told you, she said that, you know, this happened like, I was talking to the same woman who told me that I shouldn't be so, how did she put it? I shouldn't be so blunt with her, even though I'm telling the truth, because she's a girl, right?
Candy coat the stuff.
Right. She said, because I'm a girl, she said, have you ever gotten with any chick being so blunt? And I'm thinking to myself, yes, number one. Number two,
like it.
It's just presumptuous of you to just presume that I'm trying to get with you when I'm talking to you. Is that, and this is the attitude, right? So I just noticed that I'm in a lot of discussion groups on Facebook, and a guy posted saying, hey, you know, honestly, a lot of guys actually would prefer just a simple, natural woman. We don't need a whole lot of makeup, a whole lot of weave and false eyelashes.
Well, it depends. It depends on how cute she is. If you ugly, go ahead and put all that stuff on, cover it up.
Well, see, that's your mistake for messing with an ugly chick.
Hey, no, it ain't. Ugly chicks normally have good personalities. And then you throw some fake eyelashes and some mascara on a good personality, and you got a solid 3.8. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
You good enough to go. I can take you to a dark outing. And you might pass a fine.
Nah, I know, cause that's got to come off at some point.
Well, no natural woman. Them natural women, boy, you don't know. Those are the women you got to ask. Were you born a woman?
What? Come on, man. You ain't got to do. No, you don't have to do that, man.
You do, because like you don't know. It's like
you can't tell a woman that's
the woman out there make you be like,
come on, bro. Come on, just because she don't have on a relaxer, you think she might have been born a man?
It's not that. It's the strong shoulders and stuff. Like sometimes these women be out here looking bugging, like, yo, are you a cis woman or not? Like that's basically. It is sad. It's sad that like that's how low my standards are. Just please be born a woman. Please be born a woman.
Bugging, bro.
Like how long is a clitoris supposed to be before it's technically a penis?
I think it's anything under 4 inches. So, you know, so I was the guy said, yeah, we would actually prefer just a simple.
Joe said, "Where's your war paint soldier?" Yeah. So shout out to Joe in Fayetteville.
The guy said we prefer just simplicity. You know, we don't need.
No, we don't. I want to. Bitch, you better come to my house wearing a prom dress. You had to stop.
Then you're in the minority because I don't really go for a lot of fake eyelashes and stuff like that either. But he just posted a simple preference that a lot of men have, and 100 comments later, it was a whole lot of women coming at him with this argumentative, first of all, we don't care what you think. We ain't doing this for you. We ain't doing this for you, which is stupid.
It ain't. They ain't doing it for us, and they don't care what we think.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, yo, but it's honestly, we have to worry about y'all being straight. Hey, I'm straight. That's why, but like my boundaries be so low. Sometimes that's questionable because I be like, hey, she got a whole nigga in the face. Like I can't do I do this or do I just go home lonely? All right. Shit. Let me see the vagina again. Yes, it's a hoo ha. All right, let's do it. like it be that way sometimes, but like nah. The thing is though, man, I like my women to, man, if they want to put everything on, it's not about me. It's what makes them comfortable. I like my women to be comfortable. However, I don't see how you can be comfortable with 10-pound eyelashes on. I just don't get it.
Well, that wasn't my issue.
How do you blink?
That's not what I'm bothered by. I'm bothered by the fact that this man simply stated a preference, right?
And women got mad about it.
And women are so mad telling him, we don't care what you think. First of all, I think it's dumb that you don't care what a man thinks if you're a straight woman and you want to be with a man. You do what you do to compete, to impress other women, so you skip over what a man thinks when you want to be with a man? That's dumb.
Because that's the entitlement part that you was talking about.
And this is why it needs to be checked. Because I pointed out that in this discussion group, women post every single day. Post like, you know what? We just want a man with this. A man needs to have that. What happened to the men with this? This is what I want in a man. They get to post that stuff all day long, and here's what the men in the group do. We sit there and we take notes. And it's a whole lot of comments of, that's right, girl, right on, girl, tell him, girl. But as soon as a man posts the same thing that says, this is what men prefer, oh my God, we don't care what you think. Stop trying to subjugate us. You ain't gonna enslave us with your sexism. Excuse me. We listen to you when you state your preference. Why can't you do the same for us? That's that entitlement, man. I'm tired of having to check it.
But that's not nothing new, though. And you don't have to check it because basically you ain't smashing none of them
I do have to check it because the reason it continues is because we don't check it.
And the fact that you checked it didn't stop nothing.
Oh,
those chicks are still going to be the same way after as they were before, because guess what? They don't care.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Had Martin Luther King listened to that, if somebody had told him the fact that you just got assassinated didn't stop nothing, he would never have even tried. So I got to be the one to step out there and try. Shout out to my girl Holly. I forget what's Holly Polly. I forgot her last name. She knows who she is. But I had a discussion with her last Monday.
Wait. I'm sorry. You say you're gonna be Martin Luther King, so you're gonna march us into toxic-free relationships. That's what you're gonna do.
That's right.
If I gotta we shall overcome.
And if I gotta take the bullet,
oh, you gonna take a bullet?
I'm pushing somebody else in the way because I gotta live.
I can see a chick snapping you from a balcony, though. I
gotta live, bro. I'm pushing somebody else in the way.
I can see a chick named Jamie sitting up there with a sniper rifle.
She got
as you step outside of a hotel room.
She got on Doc Martin boots. She just came from Lilith Fair.
The Martin Luther King. All right, that just got me, man. You was like, I'm with the Martin Luther King. All right, yeah, little bit grandiose, my brother.
But no, we gotta stop this entitlement, man. Holly,
you ain't gonna stop it.
Look, we gotta check this.
Stop
putting up with it.
All right. Until women value you at that capacity, you're never gonna have a voice. You just another dude, huh?
Well, then why do you accept the woman who doesn't value you at that capacity?
I don't accept it. I just move on. I let everybody else deal with them.
You know how many other guys are accepting it?
Yeah, that's their problem.
And that's why it continues.
They continue for them. See, the thing is, it's like, for me, personally, I'm not fighting no whole war. I'm keeping my house in order. So I handle my hoes. If they step out of line, they got to go. Not go and find another one. It's that simple. Like, everybody wants to go out here and talk about, women this and we gotta check these women and stuff. I'm not caring if they want to act like if they want to be goofy, let them be goofy. There's some women out there that ain't goofy. Holla at them. See, the problem is we go out and we look at these chicks and we find them attractive and we want them on our terms and they want us on their terms if they want us at all. And the whole problem is find terms that are agreeable to both sides. Negotiate your contract. And stop looking at just the fat ass. Because a lot of them, I'm gonna tell you like this: the more beautiful the woman, the more ugly the personality, and that's what I've learned.
And I can check
There's
that.
always
easily.
once in a while you'll find a chick that's beautiful with a good personality, but guess what? She married and now she cheating on her husband with you. Like that's basically what happened.
Well, look, I was having a conversation with Holly Taylor, and I told her about something that happened to me at work. Right, I'm getting on the elevator, and this woman got in the elevator with me and said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going to lunch." "Where you going to eat?" I said, "I'm going to this nice Mediterranean restaurant." "Oh, I like Mediterranean. I like Mediterranean." You know, if I go, I want to go. And immediately I knew where it was going to go.
She was going to try to get you to pay for her food.
She was going to try to get me. She invited herself to my lunch plan. And then we get to the restaurant, and this is what women do. They do that hesitation technique where they just pause when the bill comes in because they know if they pause, you're going to feel awkward and be put on the spot and think, everybody's looking at me. Do I do it? Do I do it? Okay, I guess I better pay for it.
Not me.
She ordered a bunch of food, invited herself to my lunch, ordered a bunch of food. Then when the bill came for her food, she just paused. And then now I got put on the spot, and now I'm compelled to pay for it.
That's why you ask one simple question. Are we getting it in after I pay this bill? That changes that whole awkwardness to uncomfortability.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's ask that question. Is it together or separate? When he asked me that, I look, so we smashing? No, it's two.
Yeah, but it goes beyond that. That kind of behavior has to be corrected. So you have to stand there and tell the woman. And I said,
that's how you corrected it, right?
And this is what I said to her. I said, "Why should I pay for your food? Why are you expecting me to pay when I was just minding my business going to lunch and you invited yourself?" She looked at me with the stank face. And then I told the same story to other women, and you know what they all said? "Well, you got the money. You make money. You should have just went and paid for it." That's not the point. See, that's your entitlement. Why am I expected to pay for it?
I feel you, man. Yo, we'll get back to that. Yo, that was The Hills by The Weeknd. Yo, you ever listen to a song and you can just envision them being in the studio with the headphones on, killing it? That's what I was thinking. That plus, I love TikTok, and Jason Banks comedy is one of my favorite TikTok people or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he has this thing where he's like these three little kids, and but sometimes he'll lip sync a song. If he ever does another one, he should do that song, bro. That's what I was thinking about. But before the music break, you was talking about these hoes. These hoes done hurt you again, man. What happened?
And I want to say this. I'm not going to say I'm talking about these hoes. I'm going to say I'm talking about these ladies, because I have nothing but respect for women, protect women, love women, respect women. It's just that I like to add on to that, correct women.
Wait. See, my thing is, and this is the thing, I think there's a difference between a lady and a hoe.
Yeah. Now, see, the hoes I'm not worried about.
See, that's the thing. I'm talking about these ladies. That's cool. Ladies, they killing the game. I love me especially a strong black lady. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't stand these hoes out here. These hoes.
I'm not worried about that.
They pissing me off. They messing up my environment.
Yeah.
And we just can't have it when these hoes out here.
True, but they're beyond saving. I'm going to save the ladies because I love and respect women. I just want to also correct women.
Yeah, but maybe it's the hoes that's tripping and not the women.
No, it's definitely the women, because
the women are tripping, not the hoes.
Yeah, definitely, it's the women. That's the problem. You think I'd be upset about this if it was hoes? No, I wouldn't be worried about it if it was hoes. Do what you do. You're a hoe. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm worried about these average, everyday women.
Okay, so what have these average, everyday women, these angels, these pillars of society, what have they done to Wafeeq Zarif?
They have operated with a sense of entitlement that they have not earned. That's what they've done.
All of them?
Yes, because they're conditioned to believe that. See,
All women?
I was telling Holly Taylor, I had a conversation with her Monday, right? I said, one of the worst things my mother ever told me, for example, of the
never hit a
entitlement,
woman.
was never to hit a girl. Never hit a woman.
That was
right?
the worst thing.
The worst thing. And she like, and I said, I disagree with that. And I know the commenters are going crazy. Oh my God, Wafeeq saying beat up women. No, I'm not. Sit down, calm down. See, that's another problem. Before I can even get the words out, what you said, what you said? Shut up. Close your mouth and listen for a change.
Nobody
Ashley
saying nothing.
Preston, everybody else.
Ain't nobody saying nothing.
I know that's what they're screaming right
nobody,
now.
Ain't nobody saying that. But go ahead with your comment. Don't be attacking our people.
All right, so she said never hit a girl, never hit a woman, and that made no sense to me.
Why not?
Because I thought to myself, well, Mom, I thought you know me better than that. If I'm hitting a person, it's in self-defense. So are you saying that I cannot defend myself? That makes no sense. Have you taken a look at where I go to school? I went to a very rough school. She's saying don't hit a girl, and I went to school. The first week of school, there was a gangster chick with a gang in the school. Walked up to a dude, kicked him in his groin. Homeboy dropped like a rock, and they stomped him out and ran his pockets. And I'm saying, and this is what I'm not supposed to hit because she's a girl. This girl was scary. She could have jumped me.
She was scared.
She carried blades, and she was like 5'5", the toughest one in the crew, bruh. Dropped boys, girls, the whole nine. And I'm like, this is what I'm surrounded by. My school is a jungle. You expect me to act civilized and not hit somebody who attacks me just because this is a girl?
Never hit a girl goes out the window when my life is in danger.
Exactly, right? But I tell this to Holly Taylor and a few other people, and this is what they tell me. Well, you gotta be the bigger person and remove yourself from the dangerous situation. Why is it that a man...
You can only do that with women, though.
But,
because if you do it with a man, you're a punk.
Exactly. Why is it that the man has to remove himself from the situation when attacked? But
because we're the logical, smart ones.
But the woman doesn't have to do that. And this is what they tell me. Because you're the bigger, stronger one. Oh, really? Because I thought you wanted us to be equal. This is not equality.
Well, equality doesn't exist.
And it shouldn't.
Women want an advantage.
I don't want equality. I don't believe in the equality, and the equality is wrong.
Why don't you want equality?
Because it's wrong, it's unnatural, it's stupid. It's man trying to outsmart our natural design. Equality for the sake of equality is not right. But you know what is right? Fairness. I don't believe in equality across the board for the sake of equality. I believe in fairness. That's correct, because an apple is not equal to a potato, but does that make an apple better than a potato? No, it does not. They're different, and there's nothing wrong with that. We can be different, but don't come to me with this entitlement. I don't like that.
So let me ask you a question. In your perfect world, how would gender relations work?
How would gender relations work?
Yes. What would the normal social norm gender construct consist of?
Well, I think the first thing that we would do is be okay with understanding that we're not equal, we're different, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the very first thing. Because
how are we different? Like how would you rate the differences?
Well, you know what? Let's stop denying it. When all things are considered, when you take a 200-pound man and a 200-pound woman, the man is generally going to be stronger because it's genetic.
Well, it depends.
In general,
you gotta look at it like this. There's some bodybuilding chicks out there now.
Me, that's
so
there's
some 200. That's what I'm saying. Are there going to be exceptions in your gender construct?
Yes,
that's what I wanted to make sure.
That's why I said in general. But that's the mistake people often make in this discussion. Jump to the exception.
No, it's not necessarily an exception. What I'm saying is you got to understand that you can't say a generalized term because let's say a dude is 6'1", 200 pounds, and a dude is 5'3", 200 pounds. The same thing goes for a woman. If you find a 6'1", 200-pound woman, odds are she's gonna be pretty fit, and she's gonna be pretty strong. And there are some women like out here that can outrun men.
True.
There's some women out here. Because there are some, and I don't mean by like the majority minority type thing, but you got to understand. I see more women out there jogging 2 miles every day than men. So like there is, for me, because the gap is if we had to take off running right now, where would I come? Would I beat every woman? hell to the no.
But that's my first step.
If we started
would be
jogging
fine
right
with
now,
this.
would you outrun every woman?
No, I would not.
Exactly.
But I'm speaking.
So you have
about
to
in general.
admit that there are technically speaking, there are women that are physically stronger than you.
But see, this is not the argument. This is where they want us to be distracted. Let's not get distracted
Women
by this.
can be as strong as you if they worked at it.
Right, but I'm speaking about naturally in general, okay? So that's the first
So you're making
thing.
a generalized statement.
Yes, I am, and that's fine.
But you
Because
can't
know
make
what?
generalized statements over people because we're all different.
Yeah.
There are women out, like for example, there are women that are strong, there are women that are weak.
Okay, that's
There are
fine.
men that are strong, there are men that are weak.
That's fine. A scientific hypothesis is a generalization based on the evidence that we see. But let's not get distracted
A
by that.
scientific hypothesis is not a general. Okay, well,
Okay.
anyway.
Now, once
I
we
think a
move
scientific hypothesis is technically a question.
Okay, but it's based on a generalization
No,
because
it's a question.
we keep seeing the evidence point us in this way. But let's move past that. That's the first thing that I would say.
This will be fun. All right.
That's the first thing that I would say we need to get
Okay.
comfortable with that. The next thing, here's another difference. Women are emotional. Let's
So
just
are men.
accept that. Let's
Men are
find that.
emotional too.
I never said that we weren't.
But you're saying that women are emotional, so that implies that men are not.
No, it does not.
Okay,
It
so
does not.
women
No,
are
it does not.
emotional and men are emotional. So what does a woman's emotional state have to do with the argument?
I was just pointing out
they're
another
just
difference. I was pointing out another difference.
It's not different if men are emotional too.
I'm sorry. I meant to say that women in general are more emotional.
More emotional. Okay.
There we go. So we would be fine with these differences and understand that the differences don't make anybody lesser than. We're not equal. We're different, and that's just fine, right? So as we moving on to the next thing in this construct, everybody would play.
Wait. But the thing is though, and this is just my question: why is women being more emotional? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, that's just one of the differences that we would stop running from.
Okay.
That's one of the differences because we got to accept that. You know, when we try not to accept that, that leads to some problems. Men don't understand their women.
So this is the thing when you say women are more emotional, because I mean I know some cold-blooded bitches out there.
But you keep pointing to one or two. I'm speaking about
that's the thing.
the majority.
That's the thing. I mean, all right. So this is what I'm looking at, right? You have women, right, that are emotional, but what does it actually do to the balance? How does it shift? How is that difference even a valid difference?
Here's why. When you understand and know something, you can operate with it better. So a lot of times we go wrong with women because we don't understand that they are just going to naturally be more emotional than us. We might not match that emotion. We might not give them the emotion they're looking for because it may seem strange to us. Another thing, we may look at their emotional outbursts or expression of the emotion as completely illogical, and it may frustrate us. But you know what these old heads say? Well, hey son, listen, man, that's just the way women are. You got to accept it. And when you accept it and build that into your routine, you can operate with that better. So this is just something we can understand about each other to operate with each other better.
All right, I call BS, but keep going. Proceed.
Okay.
Proceed, sir.
What was the next? So, and then everybody would just play their roles, man.
All right, so are we talking about gender roles now?
Yeah.
All right, so what are the gender roles?
The man is the protector. He is the head of the household. The woman is the caretaker. And there we go.
So basically, women barefoot, pregnant with a mop in their hand.
No, I don't want that. That would be boring.
Men out there grinding.
No, I don't want that. That would be boring. Well, I mean, barefoot pregnant with a mop. Did I say that, or did I say the caretaker?
The caretaker.
But that's your interpretation.
What is a
of
caretaker? Okay, so what's your interpretation of a caretaker?
Caretaker would be maintaining and cultivating the household.
The mop.
That doesn't mean mop.
Mopping is part of it.
But it's
You
part
can't
of it for,
maintain. You can't maintain a household without mopping a floor.
But mopping is part of it for
So
everybody.
she has a mop in her hand.
But that's for everybody. So do I, and so do the kids, because we're all gonna clean up. But caretaking goes deeper than the mop.
Okay.
That goes to setting the emotional state for the family, setting setting.
So she has to be the Florida Evans. She has to be the moral compass.
Moral compass, yes, and care in cultivating and taking care of this family unit. You see, So who is it that comes to you and puts her arms around you and say everything is going to be all right? That's your mother. It might not have been your father. You know why? Because your father might have been out front trying to take these blows from whatever was about to attack you.
No,
so
actually, my dad was outside, out back smoking crack. That's beside the point.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry to hear that. But
this is fine. I grew up to be an awesome, tremendous young man.
Okay, good. See, we learn from other people's mistakes. I did the same thing. So this is the family unit, man. The father, the man is the protector. He's the head of the household. The wife, mother, whatever she is, girlfriend or whatever, is the caretaker. When we accept these natural roles, man, I think we get along a whole lot better. I mean, it's no secret. We keep look back to the past. We say 50 years ago, everything just seemed so much simpler.
50 years ago, that was 1970.
Right. Or, back in the day, we look at our grandparents and stuff like that, and we marvel at what they had. Because they were operating in this setup, and they weren't overcomplicating the situation. But we try to overcomplicate it by trying to outsmart our natural designs.
So you're telling me that, like, back when our grandparents had it, the way that it was back then was better?
Nope.
So back when granddaddy could backhand grandma for messing up the salad.
Nope. I didn't say it was better.
Cold.
I didn't say it was better. I said the parts that we look at with envy and say, I want that 50-year-old relationship, that's the part that's better.
Oh, see, the thing is, that 50-year relationship came before social media.
Yeah.
How many of those 50-year relationships would still stand if they had social media and the access to each other that they have now? Like Chris Rock said it best, your grandparents, they got to actually miss each other. Granddad would leave at the house at 5 o'clock in the morning, not get back till 8:30 at night. You know what? There was no cell phones to text. What are you doing? How was your day? How is your day going? They did not communicate that entire time unless an emergency happened. And grandma had to call granddaddy at the job, or granddad had to, something happened at the job and granddad needed someone to come there and do. That was it. There was no communication. So, like, in one day, you have more communication with your significant other than grandma and granddad had all week. So it's like their 50 years was literally just them really getting to know each other because they weren't around each other that much. Grandma was busy. Another thing, we didn't have social media to the point where you couldn't get caught cheating. Grandfather could have a whole family. There was only 2 requirements. They had to live on a different street and they had to go to a different church. That was it. And you would never get caught. So
that wasn't everybody.
No, but granddads had girlfriends. Granddads had side hoes. I know my granddad had side hoes. True. And then a lot of my friends' granddaddies had side. I know more people that had granddaddies that had side hoes than I know people with granddaddies that didn't have side hoes.
But for every failure that you point out just now, I can point to a success story. So
exactly. So where we end up is a 50-50 split, just like we have right now.
No, but with that 50, but here's where we don't end up in a 50-50 split. That means that arguing that point is moot. We should argue over something more.
But what I'm saying is,
important.
It's not as simple as you try to state. It was just hidden. It was concealed.
I think,
but
it
wasn't simple.
I think it is. I think we overcomplicate things that don't need to be.
And that's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. My opinion is just drastically different.
Mm-hmm. I think we try to outsmart our natural design so much to prove that we are geniuses.
What is the natural design?
That we miss the big picture.
What isn't that? Because obviously the natural design isn't working because people are trying to change it. So what exactly is our natural design? Because the thing is, we have grew up in such a construct that we don't even know what our natural order is, because everything that we know now has been taught to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we had religion was taught to us. Like all the educational stuff that we learned was taught to us. The way we interact with each other, the way that we interact with our parents, everything was taught to us. So we don't even know what our natural order is. For all I know, in my personal opinion, I think men are should be more like lions. Human beings, it should be like one man with about 5 or 6 lionesses around them, and they go out and hunt. That's why we're outnumbered. So our natural order of monogamy, I think, is askew.
Okay, and I understand that, but I would disagree with the point that it's not working because people are trying to change it. Many a times people change
People
things
are trying
that
to
just
change
fine.
it. We have
I didn't say
dudes
they weren't. I'm just saying that doesn't mean it's not working.
No. But the thing is, it's like this though. You got to understand. If there was a natural order, then you have homosexuality. That would go against the natural order. So then that would be outlawed in your type of construct. You have the transgender. You know, the whole LGBTQ, the whole spectrum of transgender, the homosexual, the bisexual, the queer, all of that.
I'm not saying that it can't work. No,
all of that.
I haven't gone into that.
What I'm saying though is all of that is technically going against what is considered natural order.
We can take all of that into consideration and build it in.
So
I'm just not doing it in this conversation.
Right. So my thing is though, like there is no natural order because humans subscribe to their own thoughts. Their own instinct.
The natural order comes from your foundation. So in your foundation, there might not be a natural order, but in my foundation, there is. Right. If a person practices Buddhism, their natural design is based on their foundation of their belief.
To them.
But that's still their belief.
Yeah, it's your belief that you learn.
Yeah, but that's still your belief.
Yeah, but learned behavior is the exact opposite of natural order.
It depends on what you're learning. Well, because what you're learning could
natural order
could support
natural order isn't even learned.
But natural
order is just instinct. Like for example, the way that lions roar, that's natural order. The way that a lion lives, the way that giraffes live, the way that anything that doesn't have human interaction or human like captivity.
But who says what you're learning contradicts that?
But that's the thing. Everything says it. Because the thing is, humans are no different than any other animal on the planet. However, we have clothes, we have cars, we have houses.
And here's the last thing I'll say on that. If what you're learning supports that natural design that you see without interference, can't we say that what you're learning goes hand in hand with that natural design?
No, it can't. Because if that was the case, white people learned that they were superior to other people based off of their race, and that's not true.
But does that?
But they learned it.
But that doesn't support what we naturally see.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if there was a natural order to that, then white people wouldn't have learned racism.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
If there was a sort of natural order to things, there wouldn't be a natural instinct in some men to find other men attractive. If there was a natural order. If there was a natural order, like a lot of things wouldn't be as askew in our culture. Why is it that some people like crave monetary stuff and some people crave like to live like, you know, with the bare minimums? Like there are so many different ways of life and ways of belief systems for there to be one natural order. There's just way too many. There are people out here with 5 wives, and there are people out here with 2 husbands. Like, you know, there are men out here with 2 husbands, men with two wives. I mean, literally everybody is different.
But you just said that there is a natural order.
What is the natural order?
What we see is correct.
No, I said, what is a natural order? That's my thing. What is one?
You pointed to the men in monogamy and how that does not feel natural based on
monogamy. Don't feel natural to me.
Okay, so the natural order
monogamy isn't supported in all animals.
Right. So that could be the natural order. That could be the natural design. No, the polygamy.
Polygamy is a natural design.
Exactly. So if what you are teaching, what you're learning supports this.
But what we learned did not support that. What we were taught.
I gotta correct you there.
What we were taught, especially in the black church, is one man, one woman.
But that's not where I grew up.
But that's not how we live.
But that's not what I was taught.
That's what we taught.
That's not what I was taught.
I was taught differently. A lot of people and that's what I'm saying. There's no natural order. But that's what I'm saying.
If what you are teaching and what you're learning supports this natural order that you see.
So who taught you about polygamy? Your mom or your dad?
Both actually.
Both of your parents were teaching you about polygamy.
Yes.
See, my parents teaching me monogamy.
See.
Meanwhile, they were cheating on each other.
See. There you go. So
but that was my parents.
Then we can say that what we are teaching here supports the natural design.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel that more parents were teaching, or do you think that more parents are teaching their kids polygamy?
Monogamy in this country.
Exactly. So the social norm is monogamy. I'm not saying that it's the right thing, but the social norm is something that we were taught that automatically goes against what would be considered natural order.
But that's not what I was taught.
But yeah, you're different.
But what I was taught supports
You're the exception.
I know.
So
I
now,
just wanted to point that out.
now we're talking. Now it's okay to bring up the exception.
No. I didn't say it was. I just want to point out that if what we are teaching supports the natural design, then we can say that natural design is that what you're teaching is correct by your logic. And the last thing I want to say real quick, here's another problem I got with folks. Every time I get into a discussion with a woman about something, I say, hey, this is what we see that you're doing wrong. Here's where you can improve, right? Me and a delegation of other men or whomever. And why is it that the first thing that a woman tells me when I point out something that she can improve upon is what men are doing wrong?
Because it's a defense mechanism.
That's the problem.
If a woman feels attacked when you say,
but I wasn't attacking her.
Well, this is what you say. You said we're. So that means you and a group of people are judging her.
No,
and she's going to take
that's a self problem. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
That's not a me problem. But my thing is, you asked the question, so let me give you the answer. Why do women do that? I'm telling you why. They feel attacked. They feel, oh, this dude has he's coming at me.
Exactly.
So let me go ahead and deflect and let you know what you're doing wrong as well.
And that's the problem.
How dare you throw stones when you live in a glass house? And that's her mentality in that situation.
And that's the problem, because I've never smoked crack, but I can tell somebody don't smoke crack. I shouldn't be disqualified from telling you not to smoke crack because I've never smoked crack. And yes, I may be eating too much cholesterol, which is wrong. But does that mean I can't tell you not to smoke crack? I wasn't attacking you, but I just wanted to point out, and I didn't say those men were correct either.
So this is the thing. Whenever someone offers advice, whenever someone offers criticism, the person being critiqued is going to validate your your authority to offer such a critique. So when you come at a woman talking about why you need to do this, you need to do this, if your house ain't in order, why should she listen to you when you still have things that you have to work on?
Here's why.
And that's why a lot of times women will discredit you and be like, well, dude, your nails ain't even clean. I know it's petty, but that's how they come back at
I'll tell you why. Because we're talking about you. We're not talking about me. When we finish correcting you, then we'll correct all those raggedy men out there.
Why is it that you have to feel the need to correct her? And she's trying, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
we've been over this
when you're not correct, why aren't you putting that same energy into correcting the men out there?
Who said I'm not? See,
you are.
I never said I was.
Well, why is all of your conversations to women?
Because
all the conversations that you bring up are valid or about women. You never bring up a conversation or anything that bothers you about dudes. Damn, I'm turning into Janine right now.
We'll talk about the men next week, but here's my point. I'm talking to you about what you're doing wrong, and this is what women do. Hey, this is the equivalent of it. The teacher saying, hey, HL, stop talking out of order, please. Oh, well, Wafeeq is talking out of order right now, too.
That was not how HL did it.
That may be true.
If a teacher said, HL, stop talking out of order, I would say, yo, it's been a dope show. It's awesome. It's that time. We got to actually say goodbye. Wafeeq, do you have anything to say to the people?
Yes, make sure y'all follow me and send all your hate mail to me on Instagram at Wafeeq Zarif.
You need a new email. You don't need a new email because I can see the hate coming. I honestly
I'll
don't
spell
hate
it for him. WAFEEQ.
I honestly think your inbox is gonna be empty because you're like, I ain't giving this dude none of my energy.
Oh no, I'm up for discussion.
Yeah. I don't think nobody wants to discuss with you. But it's been a pleasure. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all go out. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Come back tomorrow. Me and Paul are gonna rip stuff up. Yo, again, I'm HL. You listening to HL in the AM with Wafeeq Zarif. Y'all be good. I'm out.
Peace.